Hey yo, back with another video. We coming in with the clutch. I so this is part one of what if Team 7 was a prodigetic team. Not problematic, but prodigetic. Meaning they were full of prodigies. Taught by a prodigy, and they are three prodigies taught by a prodigy. That was taught by a prodigy. That was taught by a dummy. But yeah, let's get it started. Part one. Let's go. So, what happens first? We start at the beginning of Naruto. And for Naruto to be a prodigy, he can't get only half of the Nine-Tails. He has to get the full Nine-Tails so that he can actually use his chakra. For Sasuke to be a prodigy, he has to be trained by Itachi and Fugaku from a young age. For Sakura to be a prodigy, her mom and dad have to be both Junin warriors. Like they are, like her dad to be an Anbu and her mom to be a high-ranking Junin, and they want her to be a successful nin, so they use their clap cheek no jutsu. Clappa chica no jutsu. Clappa no chica jutsu. Anyways, so yeah, and Kakashi of course he's a prodigy. So we're gonna fast forward to around their age 7, and that's when the massacre happens, right? But no, the massacre doesn't happen because Fugaku isn't worried about taking over the village right now. He's worried about molding Sasuke into the perfect weapon of mass destruction. And with that being said, Danzo wants Sasuke dead. So instead of that, Itachi's all like, listen, give me 2 years. If I cannot change my father's opinion, I'll take out my clan. And in those 2 years, he did something traumatic happen to Sasuke for him to get his Sharingan, so that Itachi can train him to use that. And that just feels for Gaku a little bit more. To Danzo was like, listen, here's your choices. Kill your entire clan or kill Sasuke. It doesn't really matter. You can kill them all for all I care. And he's like, all right, if it must be done, it must be done. I'll take out my clan. But Sasuke stays alive. Sasuke stays protected. Right, so, of course, like in the original, clan do be wiped out, though. But it happens 2 years later when he is 9, right? He has friends he has a friend in Naruto who we're going to talk about Naruto's childhood. His childhood is more, people still hate him, but he does get adopted. Psych. He decided to go live on the outskirts of the village at 5 years old. Basically just building a house in a day. A nice house at that. Like I'm talking a mansion. Better than Sasuke's house in canon. Right? As the Hiruzen gave him, yet better than that. And he builds it right by the Uchiha compound. And, I would say 5 Uchiha ask can they hide out in his house because they feel something bad is to come. And he's like, sure, all you have to do is clean up behind yourself and don't let anyone in. I don't really trust people, and I don't like the people of this village, mainly because they hate me and most of them want me dead. But as I said, you can do as you will. And of course, they just stay there to wait out the massacre, wait for Itachi to leave, and they go get Sasuke and decide to train him. They're not really high rankers, but they're good using their Sharingan. Their Sharingan activated when they find out that the bad thing that was to come was the death of their clan. So, yeah. Very sleepy. Very sleepy. So yeah, that was them unlocking their Sharingan, and they decide to move in with Sasuke. So he actually gets a bigger house, not bigger than Naruto's, of course. No, they ask Naruto, can can we stay with you? He's like, sure, I don't care. Like, well, we're gonna be bringing Sasuke here. We'll build an extra part of the house for him and his training. Like, sure, as long as it's good enough for me to use, you can make it. Like, okay, I don't know why you didn't have a trade. Yeah, okay. So, he goes to school the next day and he's all like, hey, Sasuke, I'm glad that you decided to, come the rest of your family and move in with me. And everybody's like, wait, Sasuke and Naruto, the top two, live and train together? And Sakura's like, hey guys, can I join you? And Sakura's actually pretty decently strong. Like she's way out of everybody except these two league. Like even Shino, even Shino. Okay, Shino is probably the third strongest male in that class. At the time, I think it would be Sasuke, Shikamaru, and Shino in canon, who were the strongest of that year, the most. And they all have S, so they're S class. But anyways, back to the what if. So Sakura's like, hey, can I train with you guys? And like, sure, bet. So for the next, I would say, 3 years, they're training with their taijutsu and ninjutsu. Sasuke actually using fire styles. I would think one of the Uchiha knows a little bit of earth styles, and they know that she's kind of good with genjutsu, so they'll try to teach her a little bit of genjutsu. Of course, they have to teach her genjutsu without using their Sharingan, because, well, she doesn't have a Sharingan. Naruto basically meditates. They tell him, meditate, you are the nine-tailed Jinchuriki. They tell him this when he's 9. And he says, I feel as though Karama would be a little, not Karama, I feel that the nine-tailed Kyuubi would be a little more eager to give you chakra if you would just talk to him. And he's like, sure, I'll go talk to him. So he meditates, gets in there, he's like, yo, what's up, Karama? Like, yo, you're the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, you're my prisoner, huh? Release the seal. I promise, I swear to you, I won't take control of your body. And I was just like, I don't really care. I know you are not strong enough to take control of my body yet. So I'll release part of the seal. And I'll let you give me your chakra. But the second you try to betray me, I'll double down on the seal. Wait, double down? My chakra won't even be accessible if you don't. That's the point. I'll make it to the point where you're just a prisoner. Not even a hindrance. Because I'll be able to drain your chakra with this seal. He's like, okay. And now, I'll have you release this seal in 1 year. And you'll see that you'll be strong enough. No, I'm not going to release the seal. I'll release it completely, destroying your prison, but keeping you inside of me. He's like, there's something that the previous Jinchuriki, your mother, had. You were here with me once before when you were just a wee boy, when you weren't even born. Look, this is a vision of your mother. And it's just a genjutsu showing Naruto how his mother used the Uzumaki sealing chains. And he's all like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And I'm all like, yeah, that's cool. Anyways, so he's like, wait, what is that? What are those chains? He's like, well, every Uzumaki should be able to get them. It just depends on where can you use them. He says, well, I want them to come out around here, around my elbow area, and my hands. It's like, okay, we can make that happen. And Naruto spends I would say a week and a half unconscious in his mindscape, just trying to learn that and befriending Karama. And he says, well, I'm not gonna wait a year. He does that, but he's not gonna become a perfect Cherokee. I don't think he's I don't think he's ready for that yet. Uh, so let's talk about the jutsu they make before I fast forward to the before I fast forward until them graduating. So Sasuke at 10 years old knows Fireball Jutsu, Fire Dragon Jutsu, Fire Bullet Jutsu, no, Fire Phoenix Ball Jutsu, Flame Wind Vortex Jutsu combination. So Naruto knows Wind Bullet, Gale Palm, Wind Dragon Jutsu, Twin Wind Dragon Jutsu. He also knows the Uzumaki Sealing Chains. He also knows QB mode, not KCM, but QB mode, where he gets one tail of chakra from the QB. Now, Sakura now. Obviously, we gotta give Sakura the basics that I always give her when I give her Earth Style Jutsu. She's obviously gonna have, number 1, Mud Dome. Number 2, Mud Dome Enclosure. Number 3, Mud Wall. Number 4, Earth Bullet Jutsu. Number 5, Earth Dragon Jutsu. And number 6, Headhunter Jutsu. Oh, and number 7, I would say number 7 would be Earth Dragon Jutsu. Now, why Sakura get 2 more jutsu, 1 more jutsu than Naruto, and 2 or 3 more than Sasuke? Well, she had better chakra control from the jump, so she can learn them a little bit faster, which means she can get more jutsu a little bit faster. Naruto. No, you know what? Naruto knows another jutsu. He knows Water Present Jutsu, right? And he knows Shadow Clone. Everybody knows Shadow Clone. I'm just gonna say everybody knows Shadow Clone, but nobody can do as much as Naruto. So that's gonna be obviously his signature, thing when he's fighting, right? Shadow Clones. It's what he can utilize the best. Okay. So, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna fast forward after I said jutsu. So, fast forward 2 years when they graduate. I think everybody would learn a new jutsu. I think Naruto would learn like something called Wind Hand Scythe, and he would try to put it in the blade, and he would succeed doing that. Sasuke would just get to a 3 Tomoe Sharingan and try to do something called he would just get some genjutsu in his belt. Same as Sakura should just get some genjutsu in her belt. You know what? I'm gonna do another one. What if Team 7 were siblings? And that would be no genes from Sakura's line, because those are called useless genes. So it's gonna be Kushina's their mom and Minato's their dad, but Minato's an Uchiha, right? And that's what it's gonna be. But I don't know, maybe. So let's keep going with this. Yeah, so then they meet Kakashi. He's late, of course. Naruto does prank him, and Sasuke smirks like, Naruto, he's not gonna fall for it. And Sakura's like, yeah, he might fall for it, Sasuke, you never know. She's not simping as hard for Sasuke as she did in the original, but she's still a little simp, The simptivity is still there. Alright. So, my leg hurts. I'm gonna spaz out. Anyways. Okay. So, they meet Kashi, and then they do, what are your goals? Naruto's all like, well, my goal, I don't know. Destroy and recreate the village. Sasuke's like, I'm gonna kill Itachi. Sakura like, I just want to keep up with Naruto and Sasuke, and probably one day have Sasuke fall in love with me. And yeah, so then we get to the bell test a day later. Now, they all decide whatever we have to do, we're gonna stick together and use our teamwork. We've trained years for this, as if we already knew we were gonna be a team. We trained almost 3 years. You're like, okay, Sakura, we get it. I'm pretty sure 3 years, around 3 years is right? Yeah, it should be. So, yeah. Anyways, uh, um, anyways, the bell test start and they all dart into the woods. They dart into the forest. And they come up with a plan. Sakura, since you have the least amount of long range jutsu, but you have a lot of trapping jutsu, I'm gonna send you and Sasuke on the front lines, while I stay back and try to knock the bells off. Now, these all three of them, who are, I would say, high tuning, low jonin level, all fighting Kakashi at once, would make him put the book down and bring out his Sharingan. And Sasuke basically gets flashbacks from this. Like, no, how dare you have that? How dare you have the Sharingan? But time ends right there, but their teamwork was good enough for them to pass. So I think that would be a little good implication to this story. So they passed the first go around, nobody get tied to a post. So nobody gets tied to a post. And for the next couple of months, they'll do drinks. Thanks for watching this What If. Peace out.